Hello everyone, this is James Shore with another test-driven JavaScript video. I'm recording this on January 20th, 2013, picking up right where we left off in the last episode. And what we've been working on here is a tricky little problem where we want to make the mouse stop drawing lines on our WeWorking page when it leaves the drawing area. And we wrote a test to simulate that, and it passes. Here's the test passing right here. And right here, it stops drawing when the mouse leaves the drawing area. You can see we put the mouse down, we move outside the drawing area, and then we move back in, and we expect it not to have drawn that second line. And it passes, but the code doesn't work. And this is really easy to solve. It's just a matter of changing which element we're monitoring for events, but I don't like having this test pass when it should be failing. So that's what we've been trying to solve for the last couple of episodes, is how do we actually resolve this? And it's the answer is not clear to me. So I've been doing what I normally do in this type of situation, which is sort of work in the code and try to clean it up and wait for the ideas to come to me. So that's what we're doing right now, is just trying to figure out how to make this test fail like it's supposed to. Now I want to do one more thing, and that is rename this function from paper paths to line segments, just to make it read a little easier. So now we say expect line segments to equal blah, 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 blah. And the other thing I think I'd like to do is take out the paper parameter, because I don't think we need it. It is basically a variable. It's scoped to everybody, so we should be able to see that still pass. So again, I'm just cleaning up. This is good stuff to do. It needed to be done anyway. Now I'm going to replace all the calls to line segments and take out that parameter. All right, so that's all good. And I love the way it reads, expects line segments to equal, there's our line segments. That is really nice. Doesn't solve our problem of how do we get this test to fail? But, procrastinating is improving the quality of our code, so I'm not too upset. All right. So what did we just do? We improved, changed paper paths to line segments to improve readability. All right. Enough procrastinating. I think what we need to do is to say that when we go outside the drawing area, then we fire a different event. Right now, by default, whenever we fire an event, it is on the drawing area. But in fact, that's not the way the real code works. When the mouse leaves the drawing area, it no longer fires events on the drawing area. It just fires them on whatever the mouse pointer is over. So we need to simulate that in our test. And I think the way I'd like to do that is by saying that the mouse move event should fire on the document. Now for that to work, we'll need to take an optional element Actually, let's just do one just in case it doesn't work. And we'll pass that through here. And then we'll make the optional element either equal the optional element, or if it's not defined, it'll equal the drawing area. And then we'll trigger on the element. And actually, let's make this the make it more clear, make it obvious that it needs to be a jQuery element. Okay, let's see if that works. I think it did. Yeah, we had one failure. Drawing area expected 20, 30, 50, 60, 50, 60, 90, 40 to sort of equal 20, 30, 50, 60. That's not the failure I expected. Oh no, actually that's exactly right. That is the behavior we're seeing. When we leave quickly and then come back in, we see a jump from where we left to where we came back. And that is exactly what's happened here. It's ignored this one because it's on the wrong element and skipped from here to here. Perfect. So we're actually seeing the failure we want. Yes. Awesome. Okay. So that's good. So now we should be able to fix it by changing that to document. Well, what the? What I want to say, I really can't say on camera. What in the world is going on here? Is it really firing that often? Let's look. Let's see. Let's do a console.log event and fire this up and bring up our log here. There's all our events going. Okay, so yeah, if you can't see, you see all the, maybe hard to see, but you can see all the numbers changing, and that's because I'm firing a bazillion events. All right, let's not log the event. That's a little overkill. Okay. There we go. Okay, that seems okay. It's a little hard to tell, but it looks like it's just doing one call for every movement. So what is going on here? Let's change this to a dump rather than a console.log and see what we can see. Why in the world are we getting all these extra draw lines? There's got to be something wrong in our test. The only thing I can think of is that somehow we're firing way more events than we think we ought to. So I'm going to pause and investigate this and be back in a moment. Okay, I'm back. I think I've got this figured out, and it is a tricky one. So first off, I think the new test code is working. Now, what's happening here is that, so let's go ahead and comment everything else out. And just bear with me on this for a moment. So we're going to comment this out, and we're going to comment out everything down to here, and we're going to comment out down to here. So everything except for the one test we care about is commented out. It's not going to do anything. There. Now you can see that test is working, and that's fantastic. And if we change this back to use drawing area, we should see that fail. Yeah. We've got that problem of it going to the wrong place. So that's good. And furthermore, if we take out the is within drawing area stuff that we put in, we should see it, again, fail in the right way. It goes outside and then back in. So we have actually fixed the problem. We've written a test that fails in the right circumstances, and we've made the code pass. So that's great. Let's go ahead and check that in fact. So let's see. We tested and fixed case where mouse moves outside drawing area. Only one problem. When we change this to a document and we had all these other things uncommented, all of our tests were failing in really dramatic ways, where we're seeing lines happen over and over and over and over again. And this is happening for a classic reason, improper cleanup. Because if we look at this, the mouse down, mouse move, and mouse up events are being registered on the document, the entire document. And the drawing area is being removed, which means that any events that were being occurring on the drawing area were being thrown away along with the drawing area element. But the document, of course, is not being removed, and Testacular doesn't reinitialize the document on each test run. So what we're getting is these events are firing many, many times. And the way I proved this was I went in and I looked at how we could stop the events from propagating. And if we say event.stopPropagation, that is, because it looked like what we were having is events firing multiple times. So I went in and I said event.stopPropagation. And that says, after this event is handled, don't send it to any parents. And I ran the tests again, and they still all failed. So I said, okay, well, there's this stop immediate propagation. Let's see if that works. I had no idea what was going on. I just trying stuff. And I ran that. And now all of a sudden, different behavior. Still not right, but now you'll see we're not getting 1,000 things running. And that's when the light bulb went on. Aha. Stop immediate propagation keeps the rest of the handlers from being executed, including the sibling handlers. That's what gave away the secret that this event's running over and over again. And of course, it's running because we're registering it many times. So that's what's happening here. How do we fix it? I don't know. That's all the time we have. So next time, we'll see if we can fix this. So we're getting really close now. And I think solving this is going to answer a lot of questions about how to do mouse event handling testing in general. This is a really important thing. And I think we're also going to want to take a look at, is it a good idea to be registering handlers on the document itself? So next time we're going to pick up with continuing to try to test this case of the mouse going outside of the boundary. We've got that tested and working. Now we just need to handle the case of multiple event handlers being registered on the document. How do we clean those up? Is there a better way of doing this? I don't know. That's what we'll look at next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will catch you next time.